Hawks lose 3-0 to the Carolina Hurricanes tonight in the United Center, and frankly, Caleb Jones, you're terrible. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Caleb Jones is the worst defenseman on the Chicago Blackhawks, and frankly, I don't know why he's playing on the number one power play. I get his brother's injured, but Caleb Jones should not be on the number one power play with how much he costs the team on power play minutes of sending the puck back into the defensive zone by not getting to the puck in zone. He coughs the puck up way too much, and he's been flat out embarrassing out there on the ice. And frankly, he adds to his embarrassment tonight by coughing up a major turnover in this performance. I get it. The Hurricanes are viewed as a Stanley Cup favorite this year, and the Hawks are viewed as a rebuilding team. But there's players on the Rockford Ice Hogs who probably should have the opportunity to play over Caleb Jones right now in the Hawks system. Alex Vlasic, Isaac Phillips, Jacob Glavis. There's a couple of defensemen right there who probably should be getting viewed as chances for the Hawks' defense. But we have not seen it. Caleb Jones had a rough night. The Hawks had a rough night. They were outshot 32-27 in tonight's performance. Faceoffs, the Hawks looked good at the dot, which they are. They're one of the best at the faceoff percentage this year. 61% of the draws went in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. But it wasn't enough. The Hawks went 0 for 4 on the power play. The Hurricanes went 0 for 3. And we don't get anything past young goaltender Korchintsov, who got called up from the Chicago Wolves to play against the Chicago Blackhawks to get his first ever NHL shutout against us in the United Center. It was just a bad performance. The Hawks could not get anything generated. They had some opportunities late in the game to score, but Korchintsov was able to shut out the Hawks. All the opportunities were one and done with this team tonight, and we didn't have anything to fight against. This was not a good performance by the Chicago Blackhawks, because we know this. The Hawks are a heavy-hitting team. Tonight, it really didn't show. It was 11-7 in favor for the Blackhawks in tonight's game. Hawks played out of their game, and it played in the favor for the Hurricanes. So, let's get to the goals of the game, shall we? In the first period, we saw a lot of back and forth play. Hawks had a couple power plays. They did not capitalize on it. Caleb Jones kept coughing up the puck in the offensive zone, leading to the puck going back. And the Hawks weren't able to generate. Then the Hurricanes had a power play. They didn't get anything. But midway through the first period, the Hurricanes were able to get on the board. At 9:45 in the first period, Martinook scores his fourth of the season, assisted by Brent Burns and Jordan Staal. This goal was honestly a controversial goal, in my opinion. It probably should have been looked at for review. Hawks did not challenge it, and it leads to a goal against midway through the first period. Martinook had his stick over the crossbar, basically. And all the Hawks players basically were saying to the refs, high stick. And the Hawks decided not to challenge it. I guess the camera angles for the Hawks did not show in favor for trying to challenge it. Even though Martinook being over 6 foot, his stick being above his shoulder, it's clearly he had a high stick that went below where the puck went through Mrazek and gave the Hurricanes a 1-0 lead. And the Hurricanes continued to press after that. They had more momentum, and well, at 16:49 in the first period, Jordan Staal makes the Hawks pay with his fourth of the season, assisted by Brent Burns and Martinook, to make it a 2-0 game for the Hurricanes. This goal by Staal was just a laser. He gets the puck from Burns and he shoots it through basically a screen from Connor Murphy, and it gets past Peter Mrazek. It's a 2-0 lead for the Hurricanes. Okay, the Hawks have been down 2-0 before, and they've been able to come back in these. They don't. So we go to the second period. Second period, it was a lot of the same as the first period, where the Hurricanes really did control play. But the Hawks had a few opportunities they weren't able to capitalize on. There were a couple shots that got led to chances, and the Hawks were just not able to beat Korchintsov to make it get it within one. And well, the Hurricanes make Caleb Jones pay. At 14:07, Andrei Svechnikov scores his 12th of the season, assisted by basically Caleb Jones. I'm sorry, this is on Caleb Jones. Jones tries to shoot the puck from behind the net of Mrazek, and guess who's 10 feet away from the crease? It's Svechnikov. He gets the puck from Jesper Foss. Foss steals the puck from Jones, who Jones tried shooting the puck out of the zone, and it was a dumb play. You don't shoot to get it out of the zone in the area of the slot. He does, costs them a turnover, gives the puck to Svechnikov for easy chance to beat Mrazek. It's 3-0 Hurricanes. So we go to the third period. In the third period, you could see more adversity happening. The Hawks were starting to buzz a little bit. They were getting some opportunities off, but Korchintsov was able to hold the Hawks from getting anything past him. He had the answers, and the Hawks didn't. So it ends up being a 3-0 game for the Hurricanes. Down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's game. My thoughts are the Hawks just didn't have anything to answer on Korchintsov, and Caleb Jones, he's been terrible for the last few weeks here, and tonight probably his worst game in a Blackhawk uniform. So, thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, we're in for a long season, but let's go Hawks.